Man in motion is Pickett coming to the near side, and they'll give Pickett the football. Needs a block, didn't get it, runs outside and keeps fighting on his own. Crosses the 30, out to the 31, near the 32-yard line. And Pickett running hard picks up the first down.
Well, not the prettiest style you've ever seen, but effective as Pickett just kept the legs a-churning. It looked like some extremities were flying off of him there, arms kind of out and legs coming out to the side as well. Bubba Ligon leaves the field of play. Orlando Easter comes in for Lebanon at the fullback spot. The Blue Devils with a first down, 5:20 to go in the third.
And you can contribute that to Pickett. He got all that on his own.
Got it all on his own.
He needed a block at the end, didn't get it, and just outran the end. Pickett now in motion across the action, and they give it to Easter. Got a big hole up the middle. Easter on his feet over the 35. Easter roars over the 40, out over the 41 to the 42-yard line. O.J. Easter picking up maybe the first down. It's at the 42, and Easter's going to get about 10. It may be inches to go.
Lebanon faked a jet sweep across to Pickett and then gave it back up the middle to Orlando Easter on the dive play. They're going to bring the chains across the way to measure to see if it is a first down. I want to remind everybody, stay tuned tonight. The award-winning WANT FM 98 scoreboard show will be on the air until 11 o'clock tonight. All the scores from around Middle Tennessee, in fact, all across the state of Tennessee, as well as the pairings for next week's playoff action. They stretch the chains, and they're going to call it first down for the Blue Devils.
Lebanon will have the 1st and 10, and Tommy Brown will be on the air tomorrow morning from Uncle Pete's with the scoreboard show. What time's that, 9?
Comes on at 9 in the morning, and we'll have all the coaches in Wilson County there on the scoreboard show. And you guys got a big one with Cumberland tomorrow on the radio.
Austin Peay coming to town. That is a big one. Lebanon strings together 2 first downs for the first time in this football game. They give it to Antoine Ross. Broke a tackle. Ross at the 45 to the 50 to the 45 to the 40. Ridden out of bounds down at the 37-yard line, and Ross gets another Lebanon first down. So the Blue Devils now have moved from their 20 inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line of Hendersonville, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Blue.
In all fairness, Hendersonville has substituted quite liberally here early in the third. They've still got the big center, the big nose man in the middle, Gary Sanders, but they have run a couple of extra young guys in there right now, and Lebanon exploiting that a little bit offensively.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Only semblance of a drive the Blue Devils have had all night. Ross in motion, and they'll give it to Ross, and he breaks a tackle. Slides outside. Ross at the 30 to the 25 to the 20 to the 15 to the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Lebanon. Antoine Ross.
Lebanon brought Ross back in motion across the formation and handed it to him on the ice play. Orlando Easter, the lead blocker. Antoine stepped inside, stepped in, stepped out, and got the touchdown. The Blue Devils get on the board at the 4:04 mark of the third period. Lebanon trails 34-6. John, you've got the call of this PAT attempt.
Okay, senior place kick. Line down. The snap is called for. It's back. It's down on the tee. The kick is up. It looks good. It is good. Lebanon gets on the board with 4:04 to go in the third quarter of play. The score now, Hendersonville 34, Lebanon 7. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. They're pleased to support Lebanon High School and Blue Devil Athletics. For all your hair care needs, stop by Ron's, located on North Cumberland across from Save-A-Lot. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Gotten on the board, going 80 yards in 5 plays. Antoine Ross, a 37-yard touchdown run. Ryan Stevens with the extra point. 4:04 left in the third quarter. The score is now Hendersonville 34, Lebanon 7.
You guys had the headsets on. I don't know if you could hear that score or not. Riverdale leading Gallatin 41-7 at the half.
Yeesh.
Stevens will take it up.
Gallatin, well, Riverdale's making a statement right there. They're wanting to get back deep into the playoffs.
Here's Lebanon's kick. Pooch kick coming short. Hendersonville will have it at the 25-yard line, and Alexander will break a tackle. Alexander to the 35 to the 40, tips and falls out to the 45-yard line. He was almost gone. Chris Britton may have got a hand on a foot and tripped him up. Hendersonville will have it at their own 45 of the 1st and 10.
Oh, so close to breaking that when Chris Britton got in there and just managed to grab an ankle, perhaps, to keep that from being a scoring play for the Commandos. As it is, Hendersonville will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45.
Split to the near side is Josh Schmidt, and he proved earlier in the first half he can catch the ball. And they hand it to the fullback, and he plows in there, barrels over the 45, all the way out near the midfield stripe. And it's going to be a gain of about 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Hendersonville.
Dusty Johnson on the carry. Hendersonville getting into that bench just a little bit here as they get in a junior fullback. Johnson plows in there for a good 5 yards.
Well, he ran well. He moved the Blue Devil pile back 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Ball at midfield. Touching the midfield stripe. Hamilton hands off again to Johnson over the 50, down over the 48 to the 46-yard line. A gain of about 4, and it'll be 3rd down now and about a yard to go for the 1st down.
Lebanon defensively burns up front. Trent Thomas, Brad Bowles in there for Lebanon. Mull, it looks like Jason Mull in the game at a defensive end spot for the Blue Devils.
Hendersonville 3rd and, well, a long one. Kelly Hamilton at the controls, sets his ball club down, a new set of backs in, man in motion, and he gives it to Johnson again. He's got the 1st down. Johnson over the 45, Johnson inside the 40, down at the Lebanon 39-yard line, and then pushed back. It's 1st and 10 for the Hendersonville Commandos, with mainly second-team backs. However, Kelly Hamilton still operating at the quarterback spot.
What Hendersonville likes to do when they run that G lead, they pull the guard, kick the end, and try to run the fullback up inside that block. But with Hamilton handing the ball off, he's always a threat to belly it in there, pull it out, and just keep it and try to get all he can get.
3rd quarter clicking to a close, 2:19 and ticking. And they hand off to the far side on a sweep. Turns it at the 40, all the way over the 35. Britton knocks him down as he crosses, or rather Coggins knocks him down as he gets to the 34-yard line. Carrying the football is number 24. That's Kurt Wanless. Wanless.
And once again, Hendersonville using some of the younger guys in there. Wanless is a senior, but a backup player. Hendersonville trying to get a lot of guys in there. They know the issue has been decided. They've got to get ready for the playoffs next week.
1st and 10 at the Lebanon 34-yard line with 1:30. And they hand it off to the near side. Breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, still on his feet over the 30, down over the 23, down inside over the 28, down at the 25-yard line, and picking up a 1st down. Carrying the mail is Ed Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth on the buck sweep. They fake it inside and give it to Hollingsworth behind a pulling guard, and they have run quite a few backs at us tonight.
And they just keep running them on, and they all run well. Hollingsworth looks really sharp on that run. Hamilton sets his ball club down. Lebanon jumps and I think makes contact.
Brian Kemp, the nose man, got fooled by a change in cadence by Hamilton, the quarterback. And the 5-yard mark off will go against the Blue Devils. So it'll be a 1st down and 5 for Hendersonville. Wow.
From the 20 after they walk it off. And they will walk off the 5, and it'll put the football at the Lebanon 20, and it'll be 1st and 5 in the 5 to May remaining in the 3rd period. 34-7 the score here in Hendersonville. Wide out to the near side is Joe Slough. Underneath, Hamilton sets his ball club. And Hendersonville moved after he was set, so that's going to cost them 5, and they'll give us that 5 back, and it'll be 1st and 10 if they walk it back to the 25.
Clyde Harville, you've got a game tomorrow where Cumberland University's Bulldogs playing their last home game of the 1998 season, and they want to go out in style for those seniors. Cumberland 6-2, Austin Peay comes in 2-5, and it's got the makings of a pretty good football game.
Well, the Austin Peay, of course, a division higher. They're 1AA. And Cumberland NAIA, so it should be quite a matchup. Austin Peay has lost 5, but they've lost close. They've got a pretty good ball club. Should be a dandy tomorrow afternoon. Hamilton sets his ball club. Man in motion to the near side, gives it to the fullback, blasts over the 25, over the 24, down to the 23, all the way down to the 20-yard line, as on the carry is Corey Hamilton. And Hamilton runs through a couple, including Bubba Ligon at the 23-yard line. And Ligon gets up slowly after that one.
He does, Chris.
And the third quarter is going to end right there. At the end of 3 here in Hendersonville, it's 34-7. Lebanon on the short end of the score. Back for the fourth and final quarter of Blue Devil action after this 30-second timeout.
For Blue Devil football. John, we're down 34-7, and tell us about that contact we had at the end of the period.
Both Bubba Ligon and Chris Britton got up slowly after that play. They both almost at a full speed after the Hendersonville running back, and missed him. And when they missed him, they hit each other, and it was a head-on collision. And they both got up slowly, and Ligon even a little slower to get up than Britton. I think they're both back out there now. But vicious lick thrown at each other for the Blue Devils.
Well, 12 minutes of football is all that's left for the Blue Devils this season.
And that's plenty. The way we've been going at it tonight.
With this ball club it is. Hendersonville has looked extremely sharp. As a matter of fact, they've looked about as well as anybody we've played tonight.
Very crisp offensively.
Very sharp offensively. Their line has controlled our line offensively and defensively. They have looked the part. Lebanon in a little bit of a disarray, does a little shifting. And Hendersonville trying to punch it up the middle. Not going to get a whole lot there as Johnson gets back maybe a half yard on the play, maybe to the inside the 20-yard line, and they will mark it by the length of the football inside the 11 and 20. Give him a yard. It'll be third down and almost 5. Call it 3rd and 5.
Lebanon's defensive front did a good job of containing Johnson, the fullback, not letting him get that penetration. That's the kind of play you have to have down after down after down to get these guys stopped.
3rd and 5 for Hendersonville. Hamilton sets his ball club. Man in motion across the action. And Hamilton going to quarterback keep. 20, 15 in the pitch. He pitches to his tailback, slides inside the 10, over the 8, down over the 7 to the 6-yard line. Carrying the football, Corey Hamilton. After a good option play and a pitch by Hamilton, the quarterback gives it to Corey Hamilton. Kelly Hamilton, the quarterback, and they flip it all the way down. They'll mark it at the 7-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal at the Lebanon 7. 34-7, and Hendersonville beating on the Blue Devil door for more.
1st and goal for the Commandos.
Kelly Hamilton sets him down. And on the attack at the 5, at the 4, inside the 1 and over for the touchdown is Ed Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth makes it a 40-7 ball game, and they'll bring on the kicker to try to tack one more onto that total.
It's a new kicker. This is the freshman kid they were talking about, and his number is not listed on the roster we have. John, we'll try to get that name for you, but you go ahead and make the call of this PAT attempt by the Commandos.
Okay, Tommy, the quarterback, Hamilton, will take the snap from center for the freshman place kicker for Hendersonville. The guy we've heard so much about, but we don't have a name for him. The snap is back, it's down, the kick is up, and he's nailed that one over the track. So they go up 41-7, 10:33 to go in the contest. The sideline report is brought to you by Rose Tire Company on South Maple and Lebanon. Give Jake a try before you buy. Rose Tire Company, where your money buys you tires, not overhead. We'll take it back to the station for this 30-second commercial break.
Has stretched the margin again out to 34 points. Ed Hollingsworth, a 7-yard touchdown run. Will Hoyt kicks the extra point. 41-7. Hendersonville, 10:33 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, Blue Devils getting set to receive the kickoff once again. And Will Hoyt will do the kicking off. Long drive and kick. Going to go to Antoine Ross at the 1. Back to the 5.